Alright, before we get too involved in this video, I want to go ahead and just clarify one thing. This is predictions and thought process of the season finale of The Walking Dead. Now, I don't tend to put these videos on my YouTube channel very often at all, actually, due to the fact that it's more of a gaming channel, but this season ended in such a what the fuck moment that I had to do this. So, my prediction coming up for it is I could tell you from here on out, this is pure prediction and pure thought process. So take it from where you will, watch the episode yourself, figure it all out. So the ending of the episode left it there with Negan bashing someone's head in from point of view. So you can't see who he actually hit. So they're leaving that open for a debate until season 7, which they haven't, to my knowledge, begun filming. They should start filming in about 2 weeks or so, give or take. As far as I know, I think they start filming in the middle of April or maybe even May, depending. But the main point of it is here's my prediction on who Negan actually kills. So I believe it's Rick. And the main reason for this is the last words he says prior to swinging the baseball bat, swinging Lucille at someone, is if anyone moves, if anyone does anything, cut his kid's eye out and feed it to him, and then we'll get started. And then he says you can blink, you can breathe, and you can cry, and then we're all about to do some crying, and then he bashes someone's head in. So what I take from this is, first of all, I want you to slowly watch this part of it, right, as it leads up to this, and pay attention to a few key things in this. One, I can tell you it's not Glenn. Sorry for that noise. It's not Glenn, due to the fact that the shadow would be that Negan's entire body would be shadowed, because anytime he's in front of Glenn, Negan's not lit up at all. And Glenn is the only one facing the car that has the lights onto the field. So I know it's not Glenn, at least from the perspective that I saw it from. The light was hitting Negan from one side of his face, the other side was shadowed out, which is only happening when he was facing everyone that was in the front line. Remember, Glenn was off to the side over here, and not in line with everyone else. So, from that point of view, I can tell you I don't think it's Glenn that got bashed in. Though there is kind of some audio that sounds like somebody saying Mag or Maggie, in like the same way that it played out in the comic books. So if you read the comic books, you know how Glenn died at the hands of Lucille at Negan. But I don't think it was Glenn, and I don't think it was Daryl, due to the fact that it's like, really, why would you kill Daryl up at this point? I mean, he really wasn't in the comic books at all anyway, so I don't know. Going from there, I know it's not Eugene, because Eugene would have meant that Negan's face was completely lit up due to the fact the way where Eugene was sitting in the group. He was off, always in darkness, not lit up. Everyone else had light on their face at some interval throughout it. So if you looked at the group, everyone, Abraham, Rick, Carl, all of them had this thing. Now we know for a fact that it is not Carl that gets hit here, due to the fact that, again, goes back to the last word said. Take his kid's eye out and feed it to him, and then we'll begin. So I believe, again, that it is Rick Grimes. The only other person that could possibly fit into this death would be Abraham, just because it's like, well, he took the same quote from the line when he bashed Glenn's head in the comic book, when he bashed Glenn's head in the comic book, with taking it like a champ before swinging again. So going through this whole idea, this whole setup, the main point of this is I believe Rick Grimes was the one to fall to Lucille. Now, again, there is possibility that it was Abraham, and there's possibility that it was Daryl, but I don't think it was Daryl, I don't think it was Abraham, just because of the word said. Now, of course, we won't know until Season 7 begins, which hopefully it'll automatically tell us instantaneously what happened. Going from there, I do believe that it's like Season 7 is going to be a whole thing. Now, I could tell you that this episode was gut-wrenching in the sense, with the way that it left it, with you not knowing who got bashed in the head. But I definitely think if you take the time, you watch the video slowly, you'll probably come to the same conclusion I have, that it was Rick Grimes that got hit. Because even in the comic books, Rick does die. If you haven't read the comic books, spoiler alert, Rick dies. My bad. But it's a whole different game on who it goes. There's still some possibilities. It can be any one of them. Again, this is just my prediction on who got hit by Lucille. So take from what you will, watch the episodes, let me know in the comments below what you think, let me know what you all believe to have happened, and we will go from there. Until then, we will see what actually happens in October of 2016, who met the fate of Lucille. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comments below what you think. Thank you.